Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Compact Claustrophobia. In between episodes, I made a few more small compact machines, so we can now turn them into a bigger compact machine and we can set up a tree farm. I basically made 20 small compact machines, which is a whole bunch of resources, but inside of here we have pretty much an infinite amount. We have 40,000 redstone, 34,000 iron grit, and 18,600 uranium, so I think we're good. And as you can see, I also changed the ducts to be the visible ones, so you can actually see where stuff is going, and I can actually troubleshoot if things are not going in the right spots. And also, somebody posted in the comments that if I drop something else, it would immediately go to the nullifier, so I just set up a whitelist for what things can be extracted, and I can toss whatever in here, and it's not going to get extracted, and it should be fine. Okay, you're also wondering what this purple shulker box is doing in my inventory, and it's basically a portable chest, because the way shulker boxes are set up in this pack is you can right-click it to open it in your inventory, so it kind of works like a backpack, and I just put in all of the things that I normally use, which are the ducts and all of the upgrades. It's apparently an auto-clicker, stuff like that, and I made a bunch of hardened glass, which made that possible, because you can turn just a regular opaque item ducts with a hardened glass into the visible ones, which is wonderful. So now I need to set up a crusher, and for that I have this compact machine ready, and we need to make a whole bunch of things for that. But also, before, I want to show you how do you make these shulker boxes. I'm kind of getting distracted by myself, but you take a trap chest and you right click it with a piece of blaze powder, and then it turns into a shulker, and then it lifts you up, and all you have to do is not sneak while you're being levitated, because otherwise you get suffocated by the block above, which I found out the hard way, and I died a couple of times fighting these. So we're gonna put another one, another thing, because you get 2 tripwire hooks once you craft the trap chest. No. Okay, we'll wait. No, go away, go away. Come on, drop me down, please. Thank you very much. There we go. We didn't get lucky to get any shulker shells, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna go prepare everything we need in the questing book here to make the crusher. And I also was looking at these glitches, because I think we still have the quest line right over here. Yeah, we have a terrible idea. Glitch tiny machine. I want to see what this is. So I need one tiny compact machine tossed into sewage to turn into a glitch tiny machine. So maybe we'll do that first. Alrighty, one poops. One tiny compact machine, we get a glitched compact machine. Okay, it says a terrible idea. Filing advanced dimension technology in such a way could only go bad. You have created a distorted dimension, an impure mix of worlds far forgotten. Maybe it has something for you. I'm scared. A tiny bit. We'll see. Hello? Oh. Okay. It just put me at spawn. What do I do with this? Hello? What do I do with you? Uses is to make an unfired crucible. I guess. Oh, you know what? No. I need the thingy. I need this corrupt PSD. Do I not? Personal shrinking device. Do I not have that? Yeah. Okay. Totally. Whoops. Okay. Maybe now? Oh god. Oh. Hello. Quest complete. Glitch 0. Ooh, there's a blaze. Oh god. Do we wanna test our luck? I don't know if I lose my stuff here. Okay, let's go back home. I hope it doesn't go away. I mean, it's not that difficult to make another glitched compact machine, but I assume we can go gather resources from that. Ooh, we're back at... Team Island, my island. Do we still have our glitched tiny compact machine here? Yes, okay, cool. So what we'll do actually, I'm gonna drop off some stuff in one of these strong boxes here. I'm sure I have like an empty-ish one. You know what, we can put it probably here in this chest. That should be fine, yeah. So we'll toss that in, We'll bring our sword and stuff, and that should be good. And we can go on an adventure. I brought some blocks here, but apparently you cannot break nor place blocks in this dimension, so we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned parkour way and try and not get knocked off by blazes. Oh, we can't even get rid of the fire. Oh god. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, where to now? Hello? Oh god. Whoa. 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 I'm so gonna fall. I assume this way? Oh. Alright. We did it successfully. Hello. Ooh. Okay, I can at least kill a skeleton. Hi. Home portal. Obsidian. Chura block. Is there anything else? Can I go get up top? I can't mine the obsidian. Glitch 0 Omega. Is that like a thing? Glitched adventures. Aha, okay. These blocks seem to indicate instabilities in the fabric of these glitched dimensions. There should be a way to return home. Way to return. Okay, so we can get we can get fuel, we can get beef, or a tiny compact machine. Okay, so you just have to find the area here. And it doesn't look like there's anything special. Can I even get up top here? Is there any way, a chance? I might look around a bit more. Maybe there's a way to climb up. Doesn't look like back here. I can't climb up top here. There's a ladder there. Are you like a teleporty thing? No. Okay, I'm gonna assume there's nothing of use there, so we'll just take the tiny compact machine because that seems like the most useful reward out of this. And we basically have the next one is the glitched from the small compact machine, I think. Right? And apparently we get a stick of truth, something, but we can then just click on the home portal and it should take us back to spawn. I also want to mention that I made 2 extra tiny compact machines, and we now have 4 of these producing us power. So we're making a total of around 1,000 RF per tick, because each one of these makes, I believe, 240. So we are 40 short of 1,000 RF per tick, which is wonderful. So we can basically run the magma crucible now non-stop if need be to make lava. It shouldn't be an issue, with also running these guys at 250 now. And I could even run them, I couldn't run them at 500 because we don't have enough power, but we're making resources fast enough as it is, so it should be okay. I decided to just make all the components that we require for the crusher and we can assemble it together here. I also made a crusher projector, which is super simple to make. It's just a lantern, which is a redstone torch and a little bit of other stuff. And what you can do is you can go into your engineer's manual, you select the crusher in it, and then you take your projector, which is normal, and you take it with the crusher like that, and then you get yourself a crusher projector. So you can then place it down. I believe you middle click to rotate, and I don't know where. I think this way should be the best way to place it. So what we can do then is just place the scaffolding like so, and I'm hoping that it's going to face the right way. And place the engineering. Boom, steel fence. Like that. Another way engineering. Redstone. And then up top, looks like it's just the 9 hoppers. Yes. All facing outwards. Cool. And then we just hammer it. I don't have the hammer in here. I have it in my shulker box. Boom. Aha, crusher. Okay, where do you have your power inputs and all of that good stuff? It's up top here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's perfectly okay. So what we're gonna do, instead of having the power come out of here, we're just gonna pop these guys off here. And we're gonna pop this one off as well. I think we just need to right click it. There we go. And we can just place the tunnel here on the down and then give you power like that. Simple enough. And you're getting power? No? I think we might have to just re-hook this up. Boom. If we head inside, we oh god. I keep forgetting. Set my spawn. Boom. Okay. It has power now. Wonderful. Cool. Okay, so if I drop you inside, I think I need to drop in 4 for the time being. Yeah. I don't know where it poops them out. I think it poops them out on the side here. Ooh, I might want to flip this. Oh yeah, it poops them out on the back there. Yeah, we'll flip this around because it has the output on the other side. Right, I'll just do that real fast. It is now flipped. It's extremely loud, but it's gonna process our small machine pieces into, or our regular compact machines into small machine pieces. And I tossed in the 16 that I had, and I have the 4 right in here. And I assume this is done making the compact machine pieces. There we go. We can now have a small compact machine, or a normal compact machine even, close to a mansion, reconstructing with luck. Did you just get a fancy new pick? Would be a shame if it broke. Okay, I don't know what that means, but we need to go into a, ooh, we can make a fission reactor now. Okay, to produce power. That's interesting. We can also get into a tree farm, which I believe is what I want to do next. And we can also get into a melter and get into the whole getting the 9x9. Yeah, so, oh yeah, because you need, I think, to melt the compact machine down, right? To get the compact machine, to get the large one, you just need these, which is compact fluid, which is just normal melted. We could essentially just go to a 9x9 without having to make a tree farm. That, I think, might be the case. Yeah, we can just do that super simply. We just need to make an ingot former and a melter. And for that, I'm going to need some tough alloy. So I need an alloy furnace, and I need some basic plating, which is, oh, it's graphite dust. Yeah, we can't get there. Okay, right. So we'll wait. We'll get a tree farm going. Right. We can also make the 4 normal compact machines, and these are just going to wait in here for the time being because we're not going to need them. And I want to grab 1 sapling because I believe that is the next quest here, right? And then we need to grow some wood, which we're going to do in this normal compact machine. I am kind of running out of space of where to put these compact machines, but that's okay. We can head on in, and I probably should have grabbed some dirt, but we can at least try and grow some trees. We have our first tree, and I assume I can I don't know why vein miner doesn't work. I'm pressing the grave key and it's not working. And I even tried sneaking and all that, but it seems to not work. But we can at least now grow trees. Because vein miner, right? Hold on. Options, controls, vein miner. It says activate vein miner on grave, right? That is the key next to the 1, and I'm pressing it and it isn't working. And I even checked the mod options for vein miner, right? In the config, it says an axe for tool list is Minecraft. Do I have to make a steel axe? And is that only going to work? Because it only says it's a diamond axe. Maybe we'll make a steel axe, I guess. Okay, it was just the steel axe that we needed. It does work. Okay, cool. Right, so now the next step is to set up an automatic tree farm. The next step is to make ourselves some boron spaxel hose, because these will be used in the auto clickers to harvest our wood from the automatic tree farm that we're going to set up. So if we look here, it's going to say automated wood. We need 6 auto clickers, 2 knot gates, 12 apparently oak saplings. Apparently we need phytogrow, which is made with slag and sawdust and niter. But phytogrow is what for? I mean, I assume it's used like whatchamacallit, like bone meal, but it's pointless to make this. So I'm just gonna prepare the things that we need to craft all of this, and we can set up a proper super duper tree farm. All I have left to make is 32 extra phytogrow, and that is simply made by making slag in the induction smelter by putting sand and cobblestone together to turn it into stone bricks and 100% chance of slag. And then I'm just making niter in the pulverizer by pulverizing some sandstone, because sand and gravel are now easily gotten with just time. I have a bunch in here. We can even toss in like 4 more stacks of gravel to be turned into sand eventually. And you can then just convert the sand to sandstone. I also made the auxiliary sieve, which increases the chances of a secondary product, because using sandstone in the pulverizer has a 40% chance, and that way we get a higher percentage of getting niter. And I believe I'm just 2 niter short of getting the full stack of phytogrow, and that should be done very quickly here, so we can complete that quest. Aha, there we go. Bam. Completed. Done. Good. Okay, so now I want to figure out how we can assemble this with the auto clickers, because we need one to place the saplings. We need one to, whatchamacallit? One to place the saplings, one to watering can this, because we can set up a infinite water source just underneath here, and it should grab the water from the watering can. And then we can set up the other ones here on the side like that to grab the wood. The tree farm is pretty much set up, all from a part of making the bone meal, which is the phytogrow. But if I toss this in here, you can see it is gonna grow the tree eventually. It is a little bit slow, but eventually I hope I get lucky enough for it to grow. On the last one, nope, we didn't get lucky. That's fine. We can watering can it and get it to grow real fast while I explain what everything does here. So basically this guy plants the sapling. This guy is gonna get the bone meal, which is gonna grow the tree. And then these four basically harvest the tree, because we have a NOT gate here that doesn't emit a signal through the sapling because it's not a full block. And once it has a full block, emits a signal, turns this off, which basically turns all of those on, and they decide to harvest the thing, which is a little bit slow. So we're gonna set it on 5 on all of these, because this one is set up on 1, and I believe it does work when those are set up to 5. So we can harvest the rest here manually. But if we try and grow another one, I think it should be fine. I was changing the settings a little bit because I was running out of power, because we're only making 1000 RF per tick so far. So that portion does work. The next step that we need to get into is to how to create the bone meal. And I know all of you are going to say we can just use the watering can, not worry about it. But I kind of want to set it up with bone meal because it provides another challenge. It's not just putting a watering can and a water source underneath and then waiting for this to grow. Plus the watering can requires a whole bunch of power for it to work really quickly. And I assume we can generate bone meal sufficiently fast. So what we're going to have is this sequential fabricator is going to craft us the phytogrow. And we can then set up an item duct right here underneath and push it directly into the auto clicker. We can even change this one for the other item duct that can, this one, the signalum plated, which can transfer item and redstone flux. So in the back of this guy, I want to set up a tunnel that is going to push sawdust from the other compact machine into here. And I have moved this guy right here, so it's right next to this one. And what we can say is we can grab ourselves an item duct here. Boom. And this is on the west side and this is on the east side, right? So if we head on in here, we can set up the sawdust to be extracted via an item duct. So we're gonna set this up here and a tunnel as well. We're gonna need a couple. And this one, I think I said on east, there we go, west item duct. There we go. So we can put this guy here. We're gonna remove that. And then we can set up a servo. It doesn't need to be a super fast servo. It should be just a normal one, and we can set up here. There we go. It currently has nowhere to go. So for that, we're gonna set up a tunnel on the other side in here on the east, I think. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you out and we can say east item duct. And if we put this here, we should hopefully see sawdust come in if we set the back to be input. I'm hoping it should work. We can even head on out and see if the sawdust, it is coming through. Yeah, cool. It is a little bit slow with the item ducts, but we're getting sawdust. Neat. Okay, so the next step is slag and niter. Niter is gonna be pulverized sandstone. And for that, we need to make sand, and we're gonna keep on repurposing the same sand because you kind of get half of it back. So we need an igneous extruder, 3 pulverizers, 2 to make sand, and 1 to turn the sandstone into niter. And I'm gonna need to figure out how we can fit them in this space and maybe set it up kind of nice. I have a bit of a convoluted system of creating the phytogrow, and it looks like that we're making more than we're kind of using, maybe, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was just a big batch that came in. That might have been the case. But basically, up top, we are producing cobblestone, and then we're putting it into a pulverizer to make gravel plus an excess of sand. And then we're crushing the gravel into sandstone, and then we're into sand, and we're crafting it into sandstone, putting it into the manufactory, which turns it into niter. Niter then gets turned into the phytogrow with a bit of slag and a bit of sawdust. Sawdust we're getting from the back with a tunnel that we did in the last clip. And then here we're using the induction smelter and cobblestone and the excess of sand that we're getting from here to turn it into slag. And we're currently lacking on that part. I replaced the sequential fabricator with a factorizer because this doesn't use power and it does the exact same thing with a simpler setup. And I basically set up the pulverizers up top that this factorizer is gonna get priority of sand, which basically means that we're gonna back up on niter firstly. And as soon as niter is backed up, all of the sand is gonna back up into here, and then all of the sand from these two pulverizers is gonna then keep on coming into here. So then we're going to start getting an input of slag, and as soon as we run out of niter, we make a little bit more, and then as soon as niter fills up again, we make more slag, which basically means that this will run a little bit slower, I think. Again, we could just use the watering can and not worry about this whole shenanigans, but it's kind of fun to do, I think. And eventually, I kind of want to switch over to... if we look at phytogrow, I want to turn it into this pretty much, so we make 16 per slag and per niter, because it's going to be a little bit faster, and we're going to figure that out once we figure out the storage, which is basically what we have to do next. So I want to see if we move the vacuumulator here in the corner, right? And if we set the right side to be output, and then we grab ourselves some item ducts, we toss them like so. And we can then grab our caches, and we can go the wood here. Please, no, saplings, okay. Wood, thank you. And then we need a cache for saplings. And then a cache for apples. And apparently we're pushing in some sawdust from the back, but that's not gonna be the case anymore as soon as we set up the pulverized coal charcoal thing. So let's just move these like so they're kind of in the center. We can even put the vacuumulator. Yeah, we can just put that guy right here, say, and we put this on the back, and it should push out into the right spots. And we can then figure out where we can put the redstone furnace. The next thing that we needed to automate this fully is the saplings being inputted. So I set up a reinforced retriever, and that should pull in saplings, and I'm going to set it to pull one at a time because it's not going to be that fast. So I think all of those should go back into the cache as they have no place to go. Cool. So we can also put a cover here on top just to make it nice and pretty, like so. And basically I want to set up the whole redstone furnace cooking up of the wood into charcoal all on this side, because eventually we can just set up the coal coke production as well, just right here, because it doesn't need to be the whole coke ovens and everything. We're gonna set up the redstone furnace because it's a little bit faster, so it should be fine if we set it up here this side. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna just remove these ducts for the moment. And we can even remove that one down there. And we can just use signalum plated ducts all over the place. We can then replace the cover right here on top and set up this again. There we go. It should be perfectly fine. Our vacuumulator will have some of the stuff in here. Okay, so the next step is I need a redstone furnace to cook this up into charcoal, and then I need to pulverize it into pulverized charcoal. And once we have that product, we can then use this instead of the sawdust in the sequential fabricator. We pretty much started struggling for power because these were both using 500, or together they were using 500 because I had them on speed 7. So I reduced them to speed 4. It's 25 RF per tick. We have plenty of resources to do anything with. We have like 40,000 iron that we have nothing to do with. So it should be fine now if we come in here. We should be making 960 and everything should back up, I think. I don't think we're using 960 total with all of this. 60, 30, yeah, I think we should be fine. Why do you not? Oh, you have the... We don't need that on you. We can have the regular thing. Boom, there you go. Okay, I don't think we're using 60 or more than the power that we're using, but currently we're stocking up on phytogrow. You can see we're backing up on slag, we're backed up on niter, we're backing up pulverized charcoal. And what I did is basically here, we're just pulling on this line into the redstone furnace, which is then pulverizing it into pulverized charcoal. And essentially there is a retriever out right here, pulling the pulverized charcoal into the sequential fabricator, and we're crafting it into the phytogrow, 16 phytogrow at a time. And since this is kind of slow at growing trees, I could increase the speed, but it doesn't have to be faster because we're already getting logs for days. So yeah, this is a complete system. And now, once we get a backup of pulverized charcoal in here, we should have a backup in here, and we can output it into something else, because pulverized charcoal, I believe we need to put it through the manufactory, yeah, to get graphite dust. I just smacked a manufactory up here, and we're now getting graphite dust, and I'm gonna grab this, and we're gonna come in here, and we can make infinite water sources now into 1 blocks, which is just a couple tins and a couple of water buckets. Where are my water buckets? Here they are. And I have the portable tank with water right here. Boom, boom. Infinite water source. Nice. And that produces 10 millibuckets per tick of water constantly. Okay, I want to see if this is faster than the aqueous accumulator here is. So if we come in here, remove this guy, and put you down. Are you gonna fill up all of these quicker? I mean, they're full and they're running, and I think it should be fine. So what we can do basically then is just remove these trapdoors that I've been having here, and we can fill all of this water in like that, and then we can use a couple of covers. Boom, boom, and this room is much prettier. And what we can then do is just pick up water from here when we need to. I think it should work if we put it on V. No. Well, we can put a tank on top of one of those ducts, and that should fill up. I think that should be fine. And there we go. The tree farm is complete and is also prettified to a certain degree, as much as we can get it. I still have space over here that I'm going to utilize to make graphite dust, to turn it into coal with the pressurizer, and then turn that coal into coal coke eventually. But all of that is going to have to wait until next episode, because this one is already running pretty long. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. You can also subscribe to see new videos, and you can support me on Patreon as well if you want. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.